Hello everybody, welcome back to the EAFC West Ham Career Mode Ultra Realistic, and we've actually made a signing. We have signed Piatek. Now, I did it assuming he would join in January, but because he's a free transfer, he can join immediately. But we're not going to play him till January, because in real life I wouldn't be able to register him in the squad until January the 1st. So he is in. Krzysztof Piatek, 30 years old, free transfer. I would argue it's a very typical West Ham United transfer. Very realistic. Free transfer and slightly older. But he is the youngest starting striker that we have at the squad. He's 2 years younger than Nicholas Fulkrog. Same overall as well, but slightly better in terms of what he brings to the team, I would say. And he is 3 years younger than Callum Wilson and 2 overall better. Callum Wilson leaving at the end of the season on a free transfer will now pretty much not get that much football. It does also mean that if we could cash in on Nicholas Fulkrog, although he's playing very well for us this year, if we get a good offer in January, I'm not going to offer him out, but if we get a good offer in January, then he could be on his way as well. But thank you for your recommendations of people to go and look at. We have added them into the scouting and the shortlist and all that sort of stuff as well. We've got a few more people on the shortlist then. So we've got SA on there as well from Crystal Palace, who's a right winger, right midfielder, could help us out in that. And then we are scouting more people that you have recommended as well. If we go into the scout report, we've got Ansu Fati in there. We've got, I don't know. We've got loads being scouted by our scouts and ones that I've added as well. Tom Kraus has been recommended, so we're scouting him. Thank you, Soko, for that one. We've got a few other people in here as well. Lazar Jovanovic, 19-year-old from Serbia. Looks like he could be pretty decent potential in there as well. So, yeah, we just need to keep an eye on our rotating options, our squad options, which leads me nicely in to the spreadsheet. And here it is, the spreadsheet in all its glory. So this is every single player that we have at West Ham at the moment. If they've got a red line, they're out on loan. If I look this way, it's because it's on my second monitor. Red means they're out on loan. We have a total of 8 people out on loan at the moment, and then it goes through and suggests whether they're club trained, nation trained, under 21 and exempt from the rules, what position they play, are they out on loan, and what their overall rating is for season 1. So we'll be tracking their overall ratings to see who has really improved and who hasn't improved so much. But you can see we have our Premier League registration here. We have a squad of 20, not including anyone that's under the age of 21 because they don't need to be registered. We have 13 homegrown players and we are compliant, and that is just all ported over information from the other spreadsheet. We do have it for European competitions as well, but obviously we're not in Europe, so I haven't set that one up yet. We have a nice dashboard that just gives us an overview to show compliance, which is always good, and then a little tag for how to use it, because I'm planning to release this and make it available to download for anybody else that wants it. If you want to do an ultra realistic save as well, then please do let me know. And I've realized I disabled the camera, so when I say if I'm looking at the other monitor, don't worry about it. You can't see me do that anyway. But yeah, so we actually have 5 available squad places to bring in players that we want to bolster the squad. Of course, if they're under 21 academy players, then they're exempt. They have to be basically under 21 academy players. So Pontes is an under 21 academy player, as is Marshall. Guilherme is in there as well. Is Guilherme under 21 academy exempt? Yes, he is, because they're just under 21. That rule doesn't count in the Premier League. They've just got to be under 21. So that's how we're tracking it. We are doing it very, very strictly. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Let me know in the comments if you'd be interested to maybe try this spreadsheet out yourself. And as that's done now, we're not going to be making any bids until next episode. Next episode will be the start of the January transfer window. And it's going to be a good episode, I think, because there is some business I do think we need to do, and it's always fun to bring players in. We've just got to keep it as realistic as possible. In today's episode, we'll be playing Man City, simming the game against Fulham, and then playing Brighton at home as well. Away for Man City at the Etihad, and then 2 home games back to back. And then we step into January. What a busy month that's going to be. The transfer window will be open for 31 days, with deadline day happening on the day we take on Chelsea. But as I said, there will probably be much reduced game footage in the January transfer window, or more episodes covering January, so that I can get your thoughts on signings and potential deals and things like that. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Some big games in there as well. We've got Wolves, Forest are pretty good in this season's game. We've got Spurs, Chelsea on deadline day, Sunderland, who we beat in the first game of the season as well, and Millwall away in the FA Cup. So that would be a pretty big game as well. But for now, we've got to go and take on the mighty Man City, which is always going to be very tough, always going to be very difficult. Let's get into that one. We'll have a quick look at our squad. I don't think there's any tiredness or injuries. No, there isn't. Jared Bowen is a little bit complacent with his little smug face next to his actual face. But yeah, we're doing all right. Now, as I said, I'd love to have Piatek on the bench, but at the moment we can't put him on there because he is not eligible. He is not registered, so therefore not eligible. I'm going to permanently sort out this bench though, because I feel like we can't have Areola on there. He's leaving. He's agreed to move to Wolves. Pontes I do want on the bench at pretty much every opportunity, and we've got so many stacked defenders, midfielders on here. But we're starting to keep that youngster sort of conveyor belt coming through at West Ham. Potts is on the bench, Earthy's on the bench, Pontes is on the bench as well. So we'll go from there. But yeah, Hermansen in goal, very good for us this season. Wan-Bissaka, Todibo, Igor and Diouf at the back. Somerville, Ward-Prowse, Paqueta and Luis Guilherme in the midfield 4. Bowen sits in behind Fulkrug. Let's go and play Man City. Here we are then, taking on Man City. A quick look at their lineup. We'll see how they are getting on as well. So they are playing a 4-3-3 with a front line of Doku, Haaland, Savinho, Kovacic, Ryan Deers, who has got a big money move coming up in this January transfer, 127 million I think he's moving for. Rodri plays at the base of the midfield. Garvadio on the left, Ake and Diaz in the middle, Nunez on the right and Donnarumma in goal. Big names on the bench, Bernardo Silva, Cherky's on there, Marmoush, Phil Foden, Aït-Nouri. So yeah, an interesting lineup as well. That is, yeah, a lot of players there that would definitely make the first team squad of lots of other squads. But anyway, we're underway at the Etihad Stadium. It's Man City that get us going, and we'll see how this one unfolds. As you'd imagine, Man City are going to want to try and dominate possession, and we're going to be trying to hit them on the counter-attack, which is fine. We've got an out ball in Fulkrug, we've got pace in Luis Guilherme, Bowen, and let's just pay attention to this ball over the top because Savinho could be in. Cross into the middle, Haaland, it's 1-0 Man City. Well, we can only hit them on the counter-attack if we touch the ball, and we haven't done that in the first 2 minutes and 58 seconds of this game. So, early on, only his third goal of the season. He's not having a great season, Erling Haaland, but he's put his team 1-0 up there. I was going to comment to say that Savinho scored 2 goals in his last game. It's held in the intro. But I got distracted because Haaland rose above Jean-Claire Todibo. Really good header from the big Norwegian. And Hermansen, who's been really good for us all season, can't react quick enough to get that one. Right, let's hope that we can score with our first attack of the game and that Man City don't touch the ball until they're kicking off. Similar to how we just did, which was, yeah, very annoying, wasn't it? So Ward-Prowse does well to get his body in the way there. Yeah, they're going to press us. I think we can potentially play through the press and find spaces that we can run into. We're just going to have to be patient. It's going to be as patient as we allow ourselves to be against Man City. And here is Fulkrug, and we're looking for runners. Oh, I couldn't get that one through to Jared Bowen, so we haven't scored without Man City touching the ball like they did to us. That is very annoying. There is Kovacic, does well, finds Doku on the left. Wan-Bissaka actually gets back at him really well, can clear his lines. Yeah, that is just a clearance. That is to absolutely nobody there, but we are under a lot of pressure. 10 minutes into this game, 1-0 down. Man City are playing with confidence that they've clearly been missing in a number of their other games. That's never a foul, ref, bloody hell. Because they sit like 10th or 9th or something in the league, so they're obviously not that confident. Haaland is over this one, and he's taking it short. It's weird to put Haaland on a short free kick like that. I'd say he's probably not the best free kick taker they have, even if he was going to shoot. But, you know, okay, Pep knows what he's doing, right? He's a tactical genius. He's definitely not a ball forward that needs a checkbook to win stuff. But anyway, here is Matheus Nunes. Good block on that one from Todibo at the back. Better defending that time from our French centre-backers. Somerville comes forward into Bowen. Fulkrug. That's a good ball. Matheus Nunes is really quick. Bloody hell. And, well, that peters out. Still 1-0 City. Kovacic on the ball. Great ball to find Riendes. He goes up towards Haaland, and Man City are Yeah, they're playing with good confidence at the moment. And Wan-Bissaka's actually done really well here. He's still going. Oh, no, now he's well out of position. And we need people to mark up in the middle. Tadebo's got to come over and mark Haaland, which he does. Doku gets around his man. Into Haaland. Kovacic could save Hermansen. Man City are playing against us the way I want to play against them, but I think you'd expect us to lose away at the Etihad. Oh, that's a header from Ruben Diaz past the post. Somerville's won the ball. Is a little bit isolated. Does have Jared Bowen in support. Here's Diouf. Diouf comes forward with it now. Just trying to twist and turn and hold the ball up. Ward-Prowse. Out to Paqueta. This is the first real bit of possession we've had in Man City's half, so let's see if we can make it work. Paqueta comes forward over the top into Diouf. What a pass! Diouf, great control, and Ruben Diaz gets a thigh on it, and it bounces through to Donnarumma. What a lovely pass from Lucas Paqueta, though, to pick out Diouf, and maybe could have hit it first time, but I just didn't want him to do that stupid animation where they head the ball from somewhere they're definitely not going to score a header. Positive, though, we did break through the lines. Kovacic up towards Doku. Good interception from Tadibo and manages to hook that one away as well. Jared Bowen is... Well, it was a fair challenge, but he was absolutely taken out with a flying tackle from Kovacic, I think it was. It might have been Rodri, but it was a superb tackle, and Doku's broken in with his pace. What a save from Hermansen again. Unbelievable save. 10 minutes to go until half-time. I mean, if we can hold on to 1-0, I'll be very happy. That's not what I wanted to do. Get it away. There we go. We clear our lines. There's going to be a lot of that today, I feel. Fulkrug, lovely ball to find. Somerville has finally got away from his man, although Mateus Nunes, I said it before, is so quick. Oh, Diouf, that's terrible. Terrible touch. I was trying to do some dribbling around him, but Mateus Nunes might not be a natural defender, but he's bloody quick. Haaland's done really well. Finds Savinho. Savinho uses his body to hold off Diouf, who's did actually get back really well. Savinho with a little toe poke. There'll be another corner. No, it won't be a corner. It must have hit Savinho off Hermansen again. Yeah, I think let's get to half-time at 1-0 and regroup and go from there. I'd actually love it if we had Piatek available, because it would be another option that we can chuck on. We've not really used Fulkrug as I would like in this first half, but Doku's going to have the pace here, isn't he? We're going to have to try and cut the angle off like that. Someone mark Haaland. Great challenge to Debo. Absolutely superb challenge, that one. Oh, I'll tell you what, Rodri is absolutely marking Jared Bowen out of the game. We haven't been able to put any sort of passing moves together, and we've been doing that pretty well this season. Ball through, Ryan Diaz in a little bit of space. Diouf gets back at him. Savinho into Reinders again. Reinders twisting and turning, trying to find that pocket of space. Kovacic can't get his shot off. Half-time, 1-0 to the home team. We've got some thinking to do. So no changes for personnel. We've changed Bowen off from a shadow striker to an advanced playmaker, I think it is, or maybe an attacking midfielder. I can't remember what I changed it to now, but just to try and get him involved a little bit more in the build-up, because it's not working doing what we're doing at the moment. Luis Guillem, here is Bowen. He just turns into Ake there and needed a better first touch, but already a little bit more possession. Hopefully Man City take their foot off the throttle a little bit, get a bit complacent, and then we can pounce. Paqueta finds Luis Guillem. Fulkrug gave him a run. Oh, Fulkrug is just... I tell you what, he's going to be under pressure as soon as Piatek's available to be registered. He will be under pressure, Nicholas Fulkrug, because he needs to start performing. I'm contemplating bringing in another striker as well, Jared Bowen. I can't move the ball quick enough in this game against City. They're all over me. Doku down on the wing, up against Wan-Bissaka, who's probably been our best player because he's kept Doku relatively quiet. Good tracking back there from Luis Guillem. Just going to try and put our foot through. The ball goes out for a throw. And they've gone... Oh, Doku's done a really good throw into Haaland. I didn't think he would do that. Gavardio, Rodri, Doku. Just try and cut off that ball into Haaland. That's the ball I was worried about. Haaland twisting and turning. Great block on the shot from Igor. And man, did we need that. Bowen up to Fulkrug. Just bad pass. Bad pass. I could see Fulkrug was running away from me, and I still went for the ball to feet. Oh, great reverse pass to Doku. Hermansen again. What a goalkeeper we've got here. Do you know what? I am going to bring Callum Wilson on. Fulkrug's done absolutely nothing. So Callum Wilson on. We'll try and get some runs in behind. He's a little bit quicker than Fulkrug. Corner is taken. Good tackle from Igor. Luis Guilherme does manage to get there. Wan-Bissaka up to Lucas Paqueta. We have just not managed to build anything through midfield. It's been a dominating display from Man City's midfielders. Good turn from Reinders there into Haaland. He holds it up well. Back to Savinho. Oh, twisting and turning. He's absolutely done Ward-Prowse and Diouf, although Diouf does get back to put a foot in reasonably well. We're going to try and ping that one up the line. There is Diouf into Wilson. Back to Diouf. That's better. That's the sort of counter-attack we need, to be honest. Mateus Nunes is so fast. He really is. Ward-Prowse, Paqueta. Jared Bowen finally picks up a little pocket of space. Ward-Prowse with an overlap. Bowen leaves it for Diouf. Diouf's there, cuts it back. It's just behind Callum Wilson. Oh, definitely our best chance and moment of the game. Ward-Prowse up to Bowen again. Callum Wilson makes a really good run. The pass was sort of in between Wilson and Somerville on that left-hand side. I think more fresh legs might be needed. I might go for some physicality in the middle with Sosek, or bring on Potts or something. Maybe we'll have a look at how the wingers are doing for fitness. I don't know. We need something different. 20 minutes to go. Jared Bowen. That's better. Better football. Picking up a bit of space. Luis Guilherme. Back to Bowen. Back to Guilherme. This is much better. Not many options in there. Guilherme turns. Penalty ref. No, never going to be a penalty. Gavardio clearly won the ball. And Paqueta's done well to win that back. High up the pitch. We'll stick with this with the commentary. Wan-Bissaka. Ward-Prowse. Paqueta. Luis Guilherme. On to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka puts it square, deflected into the path of Donnarumma. It was better. It was definitely better, but still just lacking that cutting edge. That's a wonderful pass to find Jeremy Doku. Jeremy Doku comes forward. Great challenge from Todibo again. He's grown into the game after being out-jumped for the only goal so far from Haaland. Somerville up to Wilson. Holds on to the ball well. Diouf. Somerville flicked inside. Jared Bowen can't quite get there. The ball hasn't gone out of play, so I can't get any subs on at the moment. Mateus Nunes has picked up a little bit of space into Haaland. It's Hermansen with a big hand again. Right, we've got 7 minutes to go. We can bring some subs on now, so we will do Luis Guilherme for Pontes. I still want to give these youngsters some football. Earthion for Somerville, and we'll do Paqueta for Potts. We're going to do 3 youngsters coming on, and we'll do Walker-Peters, who isn't so young. Coming on foot, Diouf on the left as well. Corner swung into the box. It's going to be a good first touch for Earthy, who can actually head that away towards Callum Wilson, who needs some support here. He needs runners. Do we have runners? Anybody? Yes, and I think you've stayed on side. Pontes, the new Brazilian, comes on. Good turn, that. Can swing it into the box, looking for Bowen, but Donnarumma. He's big, he's agile. He does well. Phil Foden swings in a cross. Well defended by Walker-Peters, and Earthy's there. Tries to get it up towards Bowen quickly. We need to make something happen early. Oh my God, what a hit from Phil Foden, Jesus. Running out of time, so we're going to have to try and take a few more risks here, I think. Pontes, that's not a risk, that's just a bad pass. And I think that will be that as we tick into the final few seconds of this one. Up to Phil Foden, into Haaland. Haaland, I've just let him literally glide past me without doing much else. 2-0. And that's that. Full time, 2-0 City. Haaland with a brace in the 90th minute. And, that's probably our worst. I mean, we lost to Liverpool 5-0. That's probably our worst performance I think we've played. Next up then, we're taking on Fulham. This one will be simmed. We've got a job offer from France, which we're going to turn down. I don't know what they've seen in my management to think I'd do a good job for them, but there you go. I think we'll stick with that. We'll just get the sim done. That is our starting lineup. So the quick sim will be done, and it's a 3-2 loss to Fulham. Fulkrug scoring in the 86th. Chukwueze scored for them. Lukic scored. Chukwueze got 2, and Bowen scored earlier on. Went 1-0 up and lost 3-2. 1-0 up to 3-1 down. They had a penalty miss, I think that is, from Kevin. And, and then a goal from Fulkrug late on. But not enough, really. That's pretty pants. But we do have the next game coming up live, though, so we will crack into that one. That was the Boxing Day fixture that we unfortunately lost. But we're going to be taking on 16th place Brighton. Now, we should be in for a good chance of a win here against Brighton. I'm hoping that we can get something done. We've got a lot of role updates. Mavropanos probably will come back in. Oh, we will. Don't blame yourself. You're fine. We are going to play Mavropanos because Igor's on loan from Brighton, so he actually wouldn't be allowed to play in this game. So we'll make sure that Igor is not playing. Tadebo's tired as well, but we're going to keep Tadebo in. We're going to go Mavropanos. Igor can come off the bench for Pontes. Still can't use Piatek. And I want Magassa off for Earthy. And I think that's it. Skulls I'm not too fussed about because we've got Walker Peters that can play either side. So that is fine. Okay. Luis Guilherme is tired. Let's give Pontes a start. The young Brazilian is going to come on and get a start against Brighton. Let's get into the game. So the bubbles have been blown here at the London Stadium and we are underway. It's going to be Fulkrug keeping his place, even though he did absolutely sod all. But when your only other option is Callum Wilson, you are a bit limited. So, yeah, he stays up front. We should get a lot more of the ball in this game, and it's starting reasonably well. As Pontes just waiting for something. We're going to swing this one into the box, I think, towards Fulkrug. Does win the header. Bowen can turn, gets it off to Wan-Bissaka, sticks it in again. Fulkrug knocks it down. I think Bowen was offside because their advantage was played. But yes, a good start. Solly March on the ball for Brighton. 6 minutes into the game. Finds Karim Mitoma, one of the best dribblers in the world. I think is what he's classed as. Tadebo. Oh no, that's a poor pass. De Kuyper intercepted it well. And De Kuyper comes forward again. Not too many runners in front of him. He's going to have a shot. Hermansen looked nervous. Good possession this from West Ham as we moved it from side to side to get Somerville on the ball. Somerville comes forward with it, picks out Fulkrug, who's in a good bit of space there. Fulkrug, I don't know why, but in the Man City game and this game, Fulkrug feels absolutely rubbish. I don't know if he's had a change in attitude or morale or something since we brought in Piatek, but I'm very much leaning towards bringing in another striker to compete, and we've pressured them into a wild clearance from Buscagli. So hopefully we can take advantage of this. The youth's going to swing this one into the box. Unfortunately it was towards Jared Bowen as Fulkrug had pulled out of the area. Tadebo. Wan-Bissaka up towards Pontes. Good overlap from Wan-Bissaka, that one. And Wan-Bissaka's in space. It's a heavy cross to the back post and Verbruggen under pressure holds on well. Oh, Fulkrug's won it high up the pitch. Pontes is in. Oh, my God. That's such a weasel finish from the Brazilian. Oh, okay. Fulkrug did something useful. He won the ball very high up the pitch. And Pontes, it should have been 1-0 West Ham. It should have been the youngster's first goal for the club. Oh, that's a really good ball through into Costulas. And when we should have been 1-0 up at one end, we go 1-0 down at the other end. And Brighton take the lead, the away team. Chalamampos Custales gets his third goal of the season. The Brighton fans don't look very happy about it, do they? But they've just gone 1-0 up against West Ham. Ball through, Kostupoulos shoots again, Hermansen with the save. This Brighton team are up for this one now. That goal has reinvigorated them. We had all the possession and all the chances in the first sort of 10-15 minutes, and now we're struggling to create anything, to be honest. As Diouf just keep overrunning the ball. I don't know if it's rustiness from not playing for a couple of days, but it's not. It ain't working. It ain't working at the moment. Need to find that rhythm again. Jared Bowen's done well. Finds Pontes, who missed that glorious opportunity earlier on in this half, and he's going to win a corner. The young Brazilian is going to win a corner. What can we do with this? Can we find Fulkrug's head? That would be absolutely lovely if we could. Let's see what we can do. Ward-Prowse, known for his delivery, swings in a good cross. It's a really good cross into a dangerous area. Paqueta keeps it alive. Back to Ward-Prowse, puts it back in towards the back post. Really good defensive header. Paqueta's there to keep it alive. Pontes flicks it into the danger area, but again, aimed at the wrong person in terms of Jared Bowen and not Nicholas Fulkrug. Oh, given away there by Veltman very poorly. As Ward-Prowse is in, flicks it around the corner into Fulkrug, gets his shot off. It's past the post. West Ham playing much better now. Nicholas Paqueta on the ball. Paqueta's in. Paqueta shoots. Good save from Verbruggen. Kept alive. Fulkrug. Good save from Verbruggen again. Clever flick back from Ward-Prowse there as Fabianski is getting a bit of a talking to. I'm not too sure why. Right, Ward-Prowse with the corner again. Swings it into a dangerous area. Fulkrug challenges. Headed away. Wan-Bissaka should be able to keep this one alive. Into Lucas Paqueta. Just trying to create a bit of space. Fulkrug. Bowen. It's bouncing around and Brighton can't quite clear their lines, but they do get it away now with Solly March. Oh, it's bounced through to Jorginho Ruta. Good save from Hermansen. Luck on that ball there. That was not a through ball. It just sort of bounced around, which is why I was caught short commentating as Kostulas heads that one down. Oh my word, it's bouncing around. Hermansen holds on somehow. God, I feel like we've got lucky there. Fulkrug, I mean, he's turning into a useless lump at the moment. He started the season so brightly for us, and now it's just drifting away from him this season. Under pressure from new signings coming into the club and rumoured new striker purchases. It's not going great for him. Paqueta gives the ball away as well. I'll tell you what, our big players aren't turning up in this Christmas period, and it's thoroughly annoying. Half time, West Ham 0, Brighton 1, and that's not going to go down well with the fans. Luckily, Cultured Left Foot, myself, has some favour in the bank with the start of the season that we've done, but I think we're going to go for quite a few changes here. Bowen's going to go up front. We're going to bring on Fernandes in attacking midfield. Somerville's been rubbish. He can come off. So it's going to be 2 changes at half time. And Jarrod Bowen's going to get the nod up front to see if he can make a difference. And we're going to avoid the long ball target man approach now. And we're going to go with Jarrod Bowen sitting up there with more pace and more agility, mobility. He does bring all of those things ahead of Nicholas Fulkrug for sure. And Fernandes has done well early on into the game. Ward-Prowse holds this one up. Good run from Diouf on the overlap. And Diouf's done all right here. Cuts it back. Here is Earthy, the other substitute. And it goes to Fernandes with a shot deflected. And the keeper was moving as well. That could have been an advantage for us if it had bounced to one of our team, but it didn't. Oh, what a touch from Mitoma. What a beautiful touch from Karim Mitoma. And here is Jorginho coming forward. Baleba, rumoured to be moving for a big move in the January transfer window. Let's see what happens with that one. A bit short there. De Kuiper, Baleba, Vifer, up to Solly March, captain for Brighton. Back to Baleba, and well, Brighton have kept the ball well there. Corner to Brighton, who have just made a substitution. Solly March, the captain, goes off. That's a good header, headed away by Paqueta. Oh my God, what is that as a header from Fernandes? I've dived in with the challenge as well. I don't know who came on for Solly March because we suddenly got put under a lot of pressure. Paqueta calmly done to Diouf, and Ward-Prowse can bring this one out from the back up towards Earthy. Infield to Bowen. Holds it up well, just a little bit of a lack of movement it seems today. Mavropanos to Debo. Wan-Bissaka just holding on to the ball, happy to recycle. Mavropanos. Ward-Prowse. Paqueta back to Ward-Prowse. Up it goes to Bowen. This is better. Bowen, ball through. Trying to find Lucas Paqueta, but it all got a little bit too narrow in there. And the header from Mavropanos has been picked off by, well, someone in a yellow shirt, and I couldn't remember who it was. But yeah, we keep hold of the ball, which is good. Earthy can't keep that one alive. Better football from West Ham as Diouf comes forward with it. Earthy in front of him, not giving him the greatest run in the world, being marshalled quite well as Ward-Prowse now takes over, and it goes to Jarrod Bowen. Jarrod Bowen just trying to hold on and turn, does find Fernandes with a shot. It's straight at Verbruggen. Pretty much sums up our attacking game in this episode. 18 minutes to go. Brighton on the attack with Minter, who came on to replace March. He's much quicker and he's much better. I mean, he's got a score there. What a save from Hermansen. We'll get some fresh legs on with about 20 minutes to go. We are just not really creating anything in this game today, and it's very frustrating. Pontes off for Bowen. We'll chuck. Pontes off for Wilson. We'll chuck Bowen out to right wing. We're going to get Potts on for Paqueta as well. I should have brought. Maybe I should bring on Susek. I don't know, but We shall see. Corner's going to be swung into the box. It's a good header. Goes past the post, though. We've got to find a goal. We've got to find a goal. We're just not... We're not at the races today, and that's what's annoying. Well, that's good football. Good one-touch football from West Ham. Ward-Prowse comes forward. Earthy's finally picked up a little bit of space on this left-hand side, and he's got men in the middle. Callum Wilson's one of them. He took too long to bloody shoot. I think he was offside anyway. Oh, man. It's tough. Tough episode. We need January reinforcements that can help, but obviously being the realistic rules that we're doing... That's a lovely ball. Minter's going to be absolutely rapid here. Luckily, we've brought Kyle Walker-Peters on, so he has got fresh legs. That's a good block from Todibo. Callum Wilson, our striker. Honestly, get me Piatek. This will be the last game where we can't use Piatek. I'm tempted to just release Callum Wilson on a free transfer. He has been less than the root square of wank. He has been absolutely awful. Like, I think he's got 2 goals this season. We've done a whole half of the season, and Callum Wilson, as our backup striker, has 2 goals. Like, at least Fulcrook has put in a good effort and got a good amount of goals for us. But, I mean, bloody hell. When your backup striker's that bad, like, it just makes life so much harder. Brighton all over us now as I'm ranting and raving about our second or will be third choice striker. That's a good foot in. Well done. Well done, Potts. Callum Wilson. Trying to hold this one up. Pushes Earthy a little bit wider than he would have liked. Diouf's gone down the line. That's a good ball into Diouf. Get back onside. Get back onside. Mavropanos keeps it alive. Potts. 5 minutes to go. Bowen. Just run into Mitoma. It's tough. It's been tough today. It's been a very tough episode. Thank you for sticking along. If you're enjoying the series, leave a like and subscribe and all that good jazz. I'm not doing this to purposely make it interesting. I'm doing this because I'm just rubbish at the game. But yeah, good challenge. Good challenge, Potts. Potts has done really well since coming on. He has done well. Right. Ward-Prowse flicks it out wide. Earthy. In it goes. Walker-Peters. Looks to put it into the space for Fernandez, but too much on it. Mavropanos win that header. He does win that header. Couldn't pick out a teammate with it though, but it was a good win for the header. Jorginho Ruter goes up to Tijmas, who's come on up front. Oh, that's a lovely ball. Karu Mitoma. They've got men over here, Brighton. Mitoma takes his time, gets a shot off, and it will be a corner. And with the time up, it's going to be 1-0 Brighton away from home. It's a really good away win for Brighton because we've been on form. They've been rubbish at the bottom of the table. That is disappointing. There's no boos in the crowd just yet. There they are. There they are. So it's a really disappointing end to the season. It's just very frustrating. So very, very frustrating to have that because I feel like we've been playing really well this season. Sassy is in our youth team, I think. Yeah, ball playing goalkeeper. That's fine. But yeah, we're still doing well. It's still a good first season so far. We've got 2 unread emails in here. What have we got? Rodri's development schedule and an international management offer from France, which we will reject. I'm annoyed I forgot to turn those off. And I'm annoyed about 2 things. I forgot to turn off international jobs, and I forgot to turn it into pounds as well. But yes, we will be back for the January transfer window. And man, do we need it. We already know that Areola is leaving, as is Guido Rodriguez. So we do have changes afoot in the squad already. I'm going to put this bench up as to how I want it to be. Going into January, it is now January, right? Piatek can come in. He's going to get the start. He'll be playing up front for us for sure. Not against selling Kilman either, although he is a homegrown player. Mavropanos, if we get a decent offer, could be going. Igor's obviously not our player. Wan-Bissaka and Diouf I want to keep. I feel like they've been really good. Luis Guillem and Somerville I'm happy with as well. We've got Pontes as a backup, which I'm happy with. He's going to be a bit more of a regular on the bench as well. But yeah, I mean, the squad is okay. It's just getting old. It's just getting old. I think central midfielder is crucial. So yeah, we'll see. Let me know your thoughts. I've collected all of them from previous videos. We'll be going on scouting reports as well and all of that. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.